So I just wanted to know, what hopes do you have for Mortal Kombat overall as a property with this new reset, and what do you want to bring back or add to the franchise with it?
Well, our hopes for Mortal Kombat is that it lives up to expectations, right? Like, so the Mortal Kombat games are as big as they've ever been, and so there's a lot of expectation from players to see something new, to see a really cool story, new features, and we're hoping and are confident that it will live up to that.
Yeah, I definitely think it will based on what I've seen so far, to be honest. I'm actually a new player when it comes to Mortal Kombat. This will be my first game that I've jumped into, although I've been a fan of the property for a long time. And I'm just wondering, what systems or like narrative hooks do you have with MK1 that you hope are also going to bring in other new players like me?
Yeah, well, that's one of the things we've been telling people is that because we're wiping the slate clean, telling a brand new story, now's the best time to kind of onboard yourself into Mortal Kombat. You don't need to have any kind of knowledge of the previous games. It's literally, this game starts with a big bang, so you're getting in on the absolute, you're onboarding yourself at the absolute best time.
Amazing. Amazing. I'm so excited. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely true, and I'm really excited to jump into it myself. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me today. I appreciate it. Hey Yuri, so I know you're playing Smoke. I'm really excited.
Me too.
And I was just wondering, I know you've played a lot of different characters. Are there any other characters that maybe happen to be ninja or ninja-like, or any other anime characters that really remind you of Smoke and that you have voiced, and why is that?
You're right. This is not my first ninja. This is not my first ninja rodeo. But each of them have been slightly different. Like I would not say Smoke is very Sasuke-like, for example.
True.
Nor is he like any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I've voiced. Maybe closer to Hayate from Dead or Alive, but they've all got their own flavor. And I think what really makes Smoke different from the rest of them is his history and his relationship with his older adopted brothers, in this case, Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Yeah.
And you'll see how that plays out in the game. But let's just say he's closer to one of those brothers than the other.
Ooh, I love that. Okay. And Smoke is a very popular character. I personally was super hyped when I saw him sort of shown off in the trailer, and I was wondering,
awesome.
Thank you, and I was wondering what you're excited for players to experience with him in terms of his signature fighting moves or his history, and sort of what you're bringing to that.
Well, one of the things that I'm hoping that they'll be excited by, what excited me about this particular version, and being involved with this one, is that there's so much more story and character than I would have expected from a fighting game like Mortal Kombat, and more so than I think they've ever had before. And as an actor, it's nice to have that stuff to work with, So I'm hoping that the players who would normally play it just because it's a cool fighting game where you get to explode somebody's spleen through their ear, that they get into the story too, and that they start to latch on to characters and character motivations and why they do what they do and how their relationships are different to between the characters who are either allies or combatants, who they're fighting against.
100%. I know I'm excited for it. This is my first game. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
So welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's really nice to be talking to you today. I was just wondering, what is it like taking all these characters that we know and making them feel fresh and new despite like 30 years of
30
previously
years.
set styles?
30 years.
That's a long
yeah,
time.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time. It's been really awesome to do that, and it's a huge part of that is how we've been able to do it, and that's with Liu Kang rewriting the universe, right? So at the end of Mortal Kombat 11, he kills Kronika and he becomes Fire God Liu Kang, and he sets off to rewrite the entire universe. So all of our design choices, our aesthetic choices, are kind of framed through that lens of this is Liu Kang remembering things and going through that kind of setup of this is how he remembers people's costumes being. This is how he remembers the environments. So
he's shaping it.
Yeah. So being able to build off of that has been really rewarding.
Awesome. That's really, really cool. And I love that. I love that it's like his perception that frames it and you get to get in his head. That's all I'm going to ask you today. I'll let you go.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Sorry to get cut.
All good.